big story we're tracking today. Uttarakhand marks the first anniversary of the devastating floods. Thousands of survivors continue to struggle, hoping the government will eventually come good on the promise to provide jobs and new homes.
In October 2013, over 500 crore rupees was sanctioned to the State Irrigation Department for flood protection embankments, but only 6 crore rupees were released by March 2014. The Uttarakhand government had also constituted a special task force to conduct intensive combing operations in forests adjoining the Kedarnath Valley in search of bodies. This is where the maximum devastation was seen. Authorities have now recovered 17 more skeletal remains and have cremated them in the Kedar Valley.
एक साल के अंदर जिस समय आपदा आई थी, उसके बाद जो पहला उद्देश्य था हमारा वो रिहेबिलिटेशन का, रेस्क्यू का था, जिसको हमने बड़ी शिद्दत के साथ और दुनिया ने माना कि इतना बड़ा रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन जो है वो उत्तराखंड की सरकार ने चलाया था।
सरकार ने पूरे देश को गुमराह किया कि अब वहां कोई शव नहीं है, कोई कंकाल नहीं है, सब सफाई हो गई है। जीएसआई का सहारा लेकर सरकार कहती है कि हम इसको नहीं खोल सकते हैं, जीएसआई ने मना किया है। ये कैसी जीएसआई है, कैसी एजेंसी है जो लोग दबे हैं, दिखाई दे रहे हैं, उनको नहीं निकालने दे रही है।
The Kedarnath shrine bore the brunt of the Mandakini's fury in June 2013. CNN IBN's team trekked up to the holy temple town to find out if normalcy had returned, whether the scars of the calamity had healed at all.
और 1-2 मिनट की तबाही ने क्या कर दिखाया, ये तो यहाँ रहने वाले सभी यात्रियों ने देखा कि जब पानी उतर गया, जो हमने सामने देखा तो ऐसा लग रहा था कि ये चट्टानें हैं ना, ये चट्टानें, इससे भी बड़ी बड़ी चट्टानें कोई योद्धा फेंक रहा है।
The picture here is heartbreaking. Innumerable memories strewn everywhere, in every nook and corner, innumerable stories. We've seen dead bodies still lying around here, pictures of which could agitate you. Hence, we might not show them to you. Tourists have been coming up with pictures on their mobiles of how they can still see dead bodies under the debris.
ठीक सामने यहाँ से 100 मीटर की दूरी पे चंद्रागिरी जी स्वामी जी का लंगर चलता था। ठीक उसके बाद भारत सेवा आश्रम था, उसके बाद शंकराचार्य जी की समाधि थी।
But despite fears and the difficulties, many pilgrims driven by faith have made the arduous journey to the Kedarnath shrine this year as well. Most devotees make a night halt at the shrine before trekking back the next day.
After the evening pujas and rituals, the temple door is now closed, but I can still see a substantial number, in fact, of pilgrims, of locals as well, of tourists, as well as those who are here to offer their prayers.
वो बाबा ही जानते हैं, वो 3 लोग के स्वामी हैं, हम लोग कुछ नहीं जानते, उन्होंने हमको बुलाया, हम चले आए।
किस तरह का रास्ता है ऊपर आते वक्त?
रास्ते उबड़-खाबड़, बहुत उबड़-खाबड़ है,
तो बहुत दिक्कतें भी हुई?
बहुत दिक्कत आई है,
फिर भी आप लोग ऊपर चले आए?
ऊपर चले आए, महाराज जी की कृपा से ऊपर ही आ गए।
The locals are trying to ensure a smooth yatra for the pilgrims. Voluntary groups are providing free food and makeshift tents in the absence of pakka structures.
हमारा गौरीकुंड, जंगल चट्टी, भीमबली, लिमचोली और केदारनाथ में हमारी कम से कम 2-2.5 हज़ार लोगों की रहने की व्यवस्था है।
रहने की, खाने की, सोने के लिए और लाइट व्यवस्था भी अच्छी है।
A year after the disaster, some roads have been rebuilt, but the journey to and from Kedarnath remains a huge challenge. Despite what officials say, rebuilding Kedarnath is going to be a huge challenge, and work will have to be done on war footing. With Smita Sharma in Kedarnath, in New Delhi, Niliva.
And for more on that, joining us live from Gupt Kashi is Smita Sharma. Smita, you were there last year when the flash flood struck. Bodies are still being recovered and rehabilitation is far from complete.
Absolutely. In fact, let me also tell you that the locals there in Kedarnath, while they insist that the government has not been allowing them to clear off the debris, if they are allowed to do so, they might be in a position to do it far better. But as far as the experts are concerned, because remember, as of now, there are several agencies that are working, that are trying to coordinate their efforts. There are institutes like the National Institute of Mountaineering, there's the STF, there are several other institutes trying to rebuild Uttarakhand. Those experts suggesting that we really do not know as to how weak is the foundation of Kedarnath right now, and the clearing of debris act cannot be done by individuals at the moment. It will have to wait for agencies to do it bit by bit, piece by piece. It is clearly going to be a long haul, but the new blueprint for Kedarnath that is being drawn up is definitely one where they promise it will be more eco-sustainable, eco-friendly. There has to be some distance between the Kedarnath, the temple premises, and the cottages that have to come up for, of course, the local priests. We are here in Gupta Kashi today. As you can see, Kedarnath at a distance of 47 kilometers, Gaurikund at a distance of 33 kilometers. Last year, Gaurikund onwards, the road was completely cut off. But this time, of course, one can go all the way up to Gaurikund, then then you have to start your trek back. That new road which has been built from Lincholi connects up to the old route after Rambara. And a memorial, in fact, the foundation for a memorial is being laid in Rambara this morning around 10 o'clock for all those dead in last year's floods in Uttarakhand.
And you know what saddens me, Smita, is the fact that in places like Srinagar, people have actually had to go on protest strikes to start getting embankments on the rivers built. I want to ask you, is Uttarakhand prepared for the floods this year?
Well, really doesn't look like so much, you know. In fact, the roads, because we have crisscrossed the length and breadth of the state. We went to Kedarnath, then we went all the way up to Chamoli, went up to Badrinath. The road, remember, to Badrinath was also cut off because NH58 had been cut off from Joshimath, which connects that region to the rest of the state. It's a temporary sort of a path that has come up, which is motorable. In Kedarnath also, if you see the old route, where of course you cannot drive cars, but you can trek up, that old route is also under repair right now. It's going to be a long haul. That Badrinath road, at least what we saw of it, I don't think it can really survive if monsoons really sort of set into the state with all fury once again, and which essentially would also imply even lower business for the state, which is dependent on tourism and economy out here, and the business is down to almost 5 to 10% of compared to what it used to be before the tragedy struck Uttarakhand.
Monsoon's just 2 weeks away in Uttarakhand. Smita Sharma reporting from Gupta Kashi. Thanks very much for joining us.